Good morning. Finally got a cold morning out. Service temp's about 26, 28 degrees in the shade. Let's go over here to the grass. There's frost on the grass too. That's how cold it is. Yeah, showing 26 degrees. See the frost? Alright, so here's the heater. All set up. It's about 32 degrees exactly. Air temperature outside. The wind is blowing at a pretty good clip. It's actually blowing in that direction. But let's go ahead and crank this up. Have my battery that runs my blower. Let's cut this to on. Like I said, this is our display model. I'll put it on a third speed. We'll crank it up. It's got dents, scratches, bruises. It gets passed around, moved around. All right. So it is blowing. Our probe is inside. We are blowing 104 degrees and rising, 105. I'll check it in a second. But that's blowing. I don't know how to show you that it's blowing. I guess I could find a leaf or something, but the lens is pressurized due to how much air I'm forcing through it. If you can see that, it's out a good 2.5 inches. Those are Lexan lenses. They're full steel frames, galvanized. They have industrial coating on the aluminum cores, butyl gasket, and they will not stink when they get hot. We're blowing 121 and rising, and that's on our medium speed still. You can hear the fan. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a leaf to show you the airflow coming out of here to gauge it. And we're back. Alright. The leaf's actually sweating because of the heat I'm pouring on it. This is still on medium speed. And it's bending a dry leaf over. If you hold it beside it, nothing. Put it in front of it, it's bending it over. See if we can get a good shot of that. We're blowing exactly 125.8 degrees. 125.7 is holding right at it. Now, that is at the medium speed. If I crank this up, remember it's 32 degrees outside. Got my little battery, running my little fan, and the battery's running this digital probe. It's on the highest speed it can go. It is windy outside, but you do get my point. That leaf is kind of holding on for all it's got. Let's try it this way for fun. Yeah, it's got some, I mean, that's max CFM that little fan's going to push out. 116. It's going down a little bit, but it is 32 degrees out. And we're well over 100 degrees, blowing as fast as we can, heat on a 4-inch duct. 113. The lens is poofed way out as far as it will go. There it is. They're 4 foot by 8 foot. The flex duct, the digital probe, the stand, the battery, the fan, that is all stuff we added for a display. so we can tote this anywhere in the middle of nowhere and make free heat. See, we're wasting free heat now. On high, it's costing me $0. It's still 107 degrees. We had a 2x4 fall on it. Did not hurt the lens, put a scratch in it, dent in one of the aluminum cores. Those are not used Coke or beer cans. Those are brand new aluminum cylinders that were custom ordered one time for research and development. Like I said, we have limited supply of these. They are ready to go. It's pretty windy out here. So wind does not really affect the heater that much. You can see the brush over there. I mean, even in the lowest corners, it is kind of chilly out. On high, 100 degrees, and that is all. I mean, that's like a lot of air. You go down to low, the lowest setting, which is still let's put a little bit right there. There we go. I can go lower, I choose not to. Some air movement's better than none. Low, it's still moving. Let's just put on low, for example, which would mean low heat on your car. That was a Ford Explorer rear air conditioning blower motor for the rear passengers, so it does force air on the low setting, the lowest setting, and this temperature is at 101, but it will skyrocket. It's climbing as we speak, but we have wind outside. There's still air coming out of it. Actually, free heat being wasted, and it's climbing back up. There you have it. 32 degrees Fahrenheit, freezing temperatures outside, frost on the ground. What was it, 116 degrees of free heat blowing. Wasting it all day long. Doesn't cost me a penny. If you'd like to get some free heat, feel free to travel to North Georgia. Bring something to put it in. You can have as much as you'd like. It costs me $0 to give as much of it away as you would like. Bring your friends. There it is. It's literally freezing and making free heat. Showing 31.5, 31.6 surface temp of this concrete right behind the heater. And the fan's still on low. See, it's back up to 109 and climbing again. 110. It'll keep going. It'll be 130 probably the time it stops, and actually be a lot hotter than that. When the sun gets even higher in the day, this thing will cook you if you choose. But you can install them many different ways: horizontal, vertical. They are weatherproof. You can run them in parallel to have them complement each other. You cannot run them in series, they get too hot. They produce a lot of free heat. But there you have it. The wires are strictly optional. They just run my little fan, and they're so small they couldn't run a heater element if they tried. That one's for the probe. The dark one is for the blower motor. So there's the wind I was talking about 2 minutes ago. We have a pretty good wind that's cold, which equates to a wind chill. And I'm going to show you the heater over here on low. that was left about 2 minutes ago. And the output pipe is actually catching wind to an extent, but the blower's blowing it out. It's at 129.2, 0.3, 0.4. I told you 130 is easily achievable. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. That's 130 degrees plus Fahrenheit. And that is on low blowing. It's freezing outside. The sun is up. There's not a cloud in the sky. I have a air movement through. The lens is out very, very little bit, which means there is air moving through it, forced air. And it's 132 and still going up. This is free heat, folks. Free. Free, 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 free. Does not cost me anything. You can crank this up to medium. Fans ripping. Lens is stuck out a good 3 inches. Heat. 135. 136. It's just got lots and lots and lots of free heat. On a good day, you're going to get 80-degree heat out of your heat and air system that's electric. If you're gas, who knows? If you're wood, it's pretty toasty, but you have to go out and get the wood. 139. Still climbing. We have this crosswind that's blowing. There you have it, folks. 140 degrees. Digital probe in the output pipe, blowing on medium speed and holding steady on medium fan. There you have it. I can't sell you anymore on the free heat. There it is. They are available. Call me 770-480-9697. 770-480-9697. My name is Ryan.